you just observe in your surroundings, you can find many things. You can find your table, you can find your pen, you can find your book, yes, you can find your bags, and if you are having water bottles at you, you can find the water, and I think in the morning you have had a milk, yes, and everybody are breathing, right? Yes. So what you are breathing? You are breathing the air. Okay. So in the air what is present? The oxygen, and you are all taking the oxygen in. So while we observe all these things, do we find the matter is present everywhere? Yes. So, and if we observe carefully, all these matter, they are mainly occur in major three states of matter. So what are those three states of matter? One is solid, another one is liquid, and the third one is gaseous or gas. Okay. So these are the three states of matter. And in the introductory class, I have also said that one more state of matter is there that we can learn in the upcoming classes. Now we can discuss about these three states of matter. So one is solid, another one is liquid, and gaseous. So these are the three states of matter. And how can we differentiate these three types of matter? So it is completely depending on what the characteristics of particles of the matter what we have learned. This is completely depending on the characteristics of matter. Okay. So see, if we see the solids, you have learned already in the primary classes and in your previous sections you have learned about this. So how the arrangement of particles are there in the solid? Yes, the arrangement. Here the particles are arranged very closely. Okay, or we can say the compact arrangement of particles we can find in the solids. Okay, compact. Here the space between the intermoleculars, what the intermolecular space what we can call, that is very less, the negligible we can say. Okay. So this is what the arrangement of the molecules in the, I will write here, this is the arrangement of molecules in the solids. Usually if we say the solid, they are having such kind of arrangement of the molecules. And if we come to the liquid, so here it is having some space in between the molecules. Okay, something internally it is having some space inside so that the water can be flow. Okay, and if we take the gases, there the molecules are freely moving, means the gas particles are moving freely. That is why the gas is present everywhere, so that it can move freely anyway, and it can occupy the space anyway. Wherever the gap is there, there we can find the air, because it is moving freely, and that is because of the arrangement of the molecules. Okay, and see, because of these kind of arrangements, the solids are having the definite shape and size, and even though they are having definite volume. So you just remember these major 3 points to learn this chapter. So that is, one is arrangement of molecules, and another one is the solids, their definite shape and size, and they are having some what? The volume. Okay, so these 3 points that we have to remember. So here in the solid, they are having definite shape and size, and they have definite volume, and the arrangement of molecules, they are closely packed. And if we come to the liquid state, so here the liquid state, here some molecules are loosely packed, and they have definite volume, but they do not have the definite shape. Okay, for water any shape is there? No, but it can take the shape of the container, in which vessel or jar or any container if we take, so it will take the shape of that container. And if we come to the gases, here molecules are Okay, this you have to remember. Now I will take some of the other things. For example, now we can, in this class, we can discuss only regarding the solids. Okay, so to discuss about the solid state, I will take some example of solid objects. If you are having any solid objects around you, you can also take and do the same how I am doing here. So firstly, what we can discuss now? The first state of matter, the solid state. Okay. See, now I am having the duster here. Can you able to see this duster? Yes. So now I will make outline of this duster. Okay. I will make a outline of this duster. If you are having the book and pencil, and if you are having any solid objects around you, you can also make outline like this. And I am having the different colors of markers. Okay, now I will mark the outline for this marker also. Okay, so and again what I am having here is I am having one book here. This is mathematics and it's chemistry class, no problem. We need the solid material. Okay, I will draw the outline for this book also. Okay, so see, if you observe all these, so outline I make here, and if I take now one glass of water and if I pour on this board, can I draw the outline of that water? No, it is not possible. And if I get some bottle full of oxygen and if I open the cap of the bottle, and is it possible to draw its outline? No. But these solid objects, so this is what the duster, and this is our marker pen, and this is the book. So these are all solid substances, and I drawn the outline for those solid substances. Then is it shows that these all the solid objects are having definite shape? Yes. So by this what we can say, the solids are having definite shape and they have definite size, and even they occupy some space. When I draw outline here, this much space it has occupied. When I keep it on table, this much space the duster can occupy. And when I keep the book on the table, this much space the book can occupy. Okay, so that the solids are having some mass and they occupy the space. So solids are having definite shape. Okay, and see now, so you can observe many kind of solid substance around you, and they are all having what I said, they are having definite shape, size and volume. Okay, so that we have discussed now. And see, the next thing what I am going to discuss is, so other than these objects, even we are having some other objects also. So likewise I can show you the rubber bands. Yes, I am having rubber band here. Can you see this? What about this rubber band? Is it a solid or liquid or gas? What is this? Is it solid? If we say solid, then I can change the shape of this rubber band. Then how can you say it is a solid? Yes. So see, even though I can change the shape of this rubber band, again, so by applying some force, now I am pulling this rubber band. Okay, when I pull this rubber band with some force, I can stretch this. Okay, but when I release the force, again it will come to the same shape. Yes, it regains its shape, original shape. So that here I can't deform this because the solids are rigid. Rigid means what? They are having definite shape which cannot be deformed. So by stretching, by pulling this, I can stretch it. Okay, but when I release the force, The change is not permanent here. So that the rubber is what? It is the solid. Okay. And what about the sponge? So you might have seen the sponge. Yes. So this is also a solid. Is it a solid or not? Yes. But still I can compress it. But how can we classify this as solid then? Yes. If I compress this, see why I can compress this sponge. This is because this sponge is having, if you observe this carefully, this sponge is having some minute holes here inside. Okay. And we know that the gas, that is air molecules, the particles of air are freely moving in the atmosphere. So wherever the gap spaces are there, that is filled with the air. Okay. So here the sponge is also having some minute particles, and those minute particles are filled with the air particles. So when I compress this, those air particles expels out from this sponge, so that I can compress it. So when I release again, it will come to the same shape, but I cannot deform its shape. So again when compress it, so the air will be expelled and its shape will be changes. But when I release this, again those air, the gaps, the spaces what we call, they will be filled with the air and it will come to the original shape. So this is what? The solid. And if we take the one more example, that is sugar and salt. If I take some sugar and salt, we can say the glass of sugar or the glass of salt if we take, and or else you can take any kind of grains or you can take any kinds of seeds and all. If we store it in the container, so it will take the shape of that container. Yes. So if the container is round in shape, it will take that shape. And if the container is like square, so that will take the shape of that container. So then when some objects take the shape of the container, what we have learned that it is the liquid. Then can you say that sugar and salt are the liquid? No, it is the solid. But see, even though they take the shape of the container, the sugar and salt, or you can take any of the other things. So when we kept it in some container, they will take the shape of that. But if we take the single sugar particle or single salt particle, if we take the single sugar or salt particle, what happens there? Is there any change in the shape of this sugar particle? No. There is no change in the shape of the single sugar particle or single salt particles. Or if we take some groundnuts, or if we take some any other grains or seeds, the shape of those single particle will not be changed. Only when we take as a whole, since those particles are smaller, they will take the shape of the container. Other than that, they will not take the shape of the single particle. Its shape will not going to be changed. Okay. So this is about what? The solid state. And here see, in the sugar particles, what I said, the states of matter, they are differentiated by the characteristics of matter. So what are the characteristics of matter we learned here? Yes. The three characteristics of particles of matter we learned. They are the particles of matter have space between them. Okay. Particles of matter have space between them. This is one. And the second one is particles of matter these are the three characteristics of the particles of matter. One is what? Particles of matter have space between them. So when we say in terms of solids, when we take the solid, now we are having the duster and this board, this pen, they are all the solids. So even though the particles, they are tightly packed in these solids, they are having some negligible gaps between them. So even the solids, they are having definite shape, but still they have some negligible space between them. That is why, see, the second property, the second character, what it said, particles of matter are continuously moving. So can we observe any kind of movement in the solid objects? No. But instead we can observe the vibration in the particles. Okay. Why we just observe the vibration? This vibration is because of the particles are having some negligible space in between them. So because of that, we are not see the movement in the solid particles, but instead of that, what we can see? Some vibrations. So that is why when we hammer or when we stretch, so particles we cannot deform because the molecules are not moving here. But if we stretch this, if I take this rubber band, if I stretch this, I am not able to change its shape, but it will break some instant. So if I apply more force, I can break it, but I cannot change the shape of this. Okay. And see, the third character is particles of matter attract each other. So that is the reason what the particles, how the particles in the solids, they are arranged very tightly. The tight arrangement of molecules are there in the solids. Okay. Since the molecules are tightly arranged or compactly packed, here the in between these two particles, some force will be there. That is what? The force of attraction. So those, like see, I can say, if we say the water, okay, this is what? H2O, it is the molecular formula of the water. So here two hydrogen elements are there and one oxygen is there. And how they will arrange it here in terms of, if we take the arrangement of the molecule, in the water, oxygen and hydrogen are arranged like this. Okay, likewise the different. Some other molecules also arranged, and each hydrogen molecules, they are having some force of attraction. The bonds will be there here. They will having some force of attraction between them. So those force of attraction, it is very strong in the solids. Okay. So this is the example for liquid. But likewise, the force which in solids. So if we take the solid only as example, we can take the NaCl. This is what? The common salt. So in common salt, the NaCl, the sodium and chlorine. So these are joined like this. The sodium and chlorine, in between the bonds will be there. So they will be very strong in the solids. So to break that, it will take some more force should be needed. Okay. So likewise, to break anything, so the solid substances, if we put more force on them, they will break. Instead, they will not change their shape or size. Okay. When we apply more force, they can break. So this is what the solid state of matter. So we have learned what we have learned in this solid state of matter. So that we learned that the solids are having the compact arrangement, the arrangement of molecules. It is compact or it is fixed arrangement of molecules are there in the solid, and they are having fixed shape and size, and they are having the fixed volume. And the particles of the solids, they will not move continuously vibrate at their places. So because all the matter are having the movement, but since the arrangement of the particles are like this, they just vibrate. They will not move or flow like water, or they will not freely move like air. Instead they just vibrate at their places. Okay. And see, in the next class we can discuss about the liquid state as well as the gaseous state. So how the arrangement of molecules are there in the liquid state and gaseous state, and whether they are having definite shape or not, whether they are having definite volume or not. So with some examples, with very familiar example, we can discuss about that. Okay. So for this class, this much only. I hope you all have understood these concepts. If you are having any doubts, you can contact me. Okay. And those questions I will upload it in the study material, and you can make a note of that. Okay. Thank you. And see, now if you are having any doubts, you can